These are some of the bravest cops in the country. Fighting crime up close and personal. Their battleground, the City of London. The very heart of one of the most crime-ridden capitals in Europe. Gang violence, deadly weapons, and lethal drugs. This is Brit Cops Law and Disorder.
Stay there. Do not move.
Coming up.
Get him now.
Weapons on the streets.
No sudden movements, mate, yeah?
A brawl in broad daylight.
About 15, 20 of them have been storming out with rakes and bottles and glasses.
Caught short.
Just urinated up the side of a police station.
And undercover with the Covert cops.
Anything you do say, maybe give them evidence. This is embarrassing, highly embarrassing.
Friday afternoon in the City of London, and a fight's just kicked off. PC's Aldridge and Shepherd are racing to the scene.
Two males fighting in a street just around the corner from here. No weapons seen yet.
Reports are coming in that two men have gone berserk in a crowded pub, and the violence has now spilled out onto the street.
Where are they?
One of the blokes has just gone down here. He's wearing white.
Where's the other guy?
The pub is close to a mainline station, so the cops know any suspects could easily slip away if they're not caught soon.
CPA on scene.
They've both ran off now.
PC Shepherd speaks to an employee to try and get a description of the two men.
Which one?
Suddenly, another employee recognises one of the suspects trying to escape through the crowd.
Stand around that corner.
PC Shepherd brings the man outside to try and find out what's gone on.
Between mates, there was an argument. He got out of the van, it's finished. No one else was involved.
What's happened?
Go. Nothing, it was just a silly argument between pals, mate. A week was over work, mate. It was nothing.
The man plays down the incident, but he appears agitated. And because he's suspected of being involved in a violent fight, PC Shepherd decides to handcuff him.
While we talk with you, I'm going to put handcuffs on you because there's been some sort of disagreement. You're a little bit aggro, all right?
I'm not causing no aggro.
All right, fine. For my safety, because I'm here on my own, I'm going to put these handcuffs on you, all right?
Yeah.
Other officers are soon on the scene. They've stopped the second suspect around the corner, and more details are beginning to emerge.
I think Laura, I've already told you.
No.
I spoke to the manager inside Brawls Brothers. This fella and another fella were shouting and arguing at each other.
Right.
Smashed loads of glass on the floor and throwing chairs around each other.
Right.
Now it's not just a case of two mates fighting. There are charges of criminal damage to answer.
Can you just hold us in 2 seconds? I just
Can't take me more, yeah?
It's time for Officers Shepherd and Aldridge to compare notes.
What my one's saying is he said something to my one. He said something verbally.
Yeah.
My one then said, he said, oh, fuck off you. He hasn't kept it on, so he might have said, whatever.
All right, yeah.
He hasn't liked whatever he's called him. He has then thrown a chair at my one.
Smashed up part of the bar.
I don't know what that one said he's thrown. My one's thrown a chair. My one, obviously, has then got upset.
And thrown the chair back.
Thrown another chair back at him.
Regarding mincing
The cops decide they need to bring both men in for further questioning. So PC Aldridge heads back around the corner to inform the second suspect that his evening has now come to an abrupt end.
We've just finished the tub. Yeah, there are some chairs broken there, which you've already said through the chair. And the problem we've got, obviously, that there was a bit of an altercation there. It has happened, and there is stuff broken. Obviously, the proprietor is not overly happy with the behaviour.
Okay,
right.
Okay,
so at this time you're going to be arrested on suspicion of a fray and criminal damage. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questions something you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand why I've been arrested? Do you understand that caution?
Has the other person been arrested
Yes.
as well?
Like I said, we're not going to think you.
Because an argument over a pint descended into a bar brawl,
I'm sorry to say it.
They could both, if convicted, be looking at a £5,000 fine or 6 months in prison for affray and criminal damage. Across the city, another 999 call. It's more violence. PC Shanley and Brockwell are en route.
There's a report of a fight outside Liverpool Street Station.
The fight's erupted on the other side of town, and with each passing second, it's becoming more violent.
Yeah, now urgent assistance, Liverpool Street.
There's a report of a fight initially. It's now come across as urgent assistance.
Scaffold pole.
And someone's now reportedly got a scaffold pole in their hand, so we've pretty much got most 3 units attending this.
The mass brawl, now possibly involving at least one weapon, has spilled into Liverpool Street Station.
They're now going into Liverpool Street Station onto the concourse.
And reports are coming in that there are even more suspects involved.
Yeah, sorry, by far too many. All of his face.
This is now a major incident.
Okay, all of his face.
Other police units have already converged on the station, and those involved in the fighting are making a run for it. PC Shanley is hot on their tail.
This is clear.
All units are now checking the concourse and trying to lock down the immediate area.
You seen anyone around here?
Loads of boys ran into the station.
Into the station? Right.
Yeah.
PC Shanley doesn't know it yet, but he and his colleagues are only seconds from an arrest. After the break, on a bust with undercover cops.
My wife works around the corner and it's highly embarrassing.
A high-speed pursuit through the city.
This is the car in question here. We're hoping that he obviously doesn't make off, but we're at pole position for him if he does.
And chaos and confusion, the aftermath of a bloody battle.
About 15, 20 of them have came storming out with rakes and bottles and glasses.
Police in the City of London have launched a manhunt. Suspects in a mass fight are on the run. The cops aren't far behind. At Liverpool Street Station, police units, including plainclothes officers, have already detained 8 suspects. But it's still a scene of utter confusion.
Sergeant Owen's got one, Barry's got one, and we got one here. There's a few upstairs, victims upstairs.
Are these like victims or suspects? Is there any more suspects outstanding that we know of?
That we know of, yeah.
Gavin, at the moment, we've got 1, 2... There's about 8 suspects detained at the moment. We've got about 4 victims aware of at the moment. Ambulance has been called. They're still searching for the weapon that was used, a scaffolding pole. Someone's been hit on the head, so... I think everyone's been stopped that needs to be at the moment, so just trying to find out exactly what is happening now.
As the cops start quizzing the suspects, it becomes clear that this was a clash between 2 rival football gangs.
One group was in the pub, then another group came in. Alcohol's taken over, they've had a few words, and an altercation has taken place.
Now the cops have got to find the weapon witnesses say was being used.
What's this about a pole that I heard?
A pole?
Yeah.
Who had a pole?
I don't know, you tell me, who had a pole?
None of us had a pole. I'll tell you that, I've been fully cooperative with him, none of us have had a pole. One of them had a rape.
PC Shanley's suspect says that far from being a football thug, he was actually one of their victims.
About 15, 20 of them have came storming out with rakes and bottles and glasses. A couple of glasses were chucked, a couple of kicks were thrown, that was it.
But this officer is armed with a very detailed statement from a terrified passerby who claims he saw everything.
Stop detain, I'll go again with description. Blue and white Adidas trainers, dark jeans, blue jacket, ginger hair. Just confirm that is a suspect. Yeah, received. Do want to arrest by myself, bring him over to CP6 now, I'll walk him over. Okay, you're under arrest for a fray, okay? I'm going to caution you, don't have to say anything.
His suspect is nicked, along with 4 others who have also allegedly taken part.
We'll go to Bishopsgate, all right?
You're going to take your photo. If it does come to light that he was involved, okay, then we'll deal with it from there.
Others who are rounded up are photographed in case it becomes later apparent that they were involved.
It seems like we've got all the suspects outstanding, detained, and on the way to custody now, but by the sounds of it, there's still people getting arrested as we speak. Plenty of members of the public giving out descriptions of who was involved. It's another arrest now. So we're just trying to get to the bottom of who was involved, who wasn't, but at least we've got all the bad guys in custody at the moment.
They might have the suspects in custody, but there's still no sign of the scaffolding pole that was allegedly used as a weapon. It could be a crucial piece of evidence, and the cops need to find it. Away from the drama of the brawl at the station, another team of cops is in action in London's Square Mile. During the day, hundreds of thousands of people come here to work, shop and sightsee. But not all visitors are welcome here. This is the Crime Squad, a specialist team of undercover cops, some of whom we've had to disguise, who watch and trail hundreds of people every day on the lookout for shoplifters and other criminals. And you'd never know they were there.
In plain clothes, you can get within a reasonable distance. We'll be looking at items if we're in a shop. We'll be sat down having a coffee if we're in a coffee bar. We'll read newspapers. There's plenty of bus stops. It's basically giving them enough room to do what they want to do without giving yourself away.
This time, though, it's a shoplifter who might have given himself away.
M&S, okay. Continuing northbound on Bishopsgate.
The undercover team has received an urgent call from security at a department store.
Is there a description of this person?
They've picked something up on their CCTV. We've disguised the store security guard to protect his identity.
This chap was seen entering the store with a female. They immediately separated when they got into the store, which appeared to be suspicious. He seemed to pick up a watch and then wander around the store carrying it.
The suspect, allegedly with the watch, is using crutches. What appears peculiar to the cops is that at key moments he appears to ditch them.
He's got crutches there, but doesn't appear to be actually using them.
Now I'm walking around without crutches, trying on shoes, like there's nothing wrong.
From the CCTV footage, they can't tell whether he has replaced the watch back on the shelves. One undercover officer goes into the store to follow the suspect.
He's just standing near the entrance, or near the exit.
While another team converges at the entrance of the store. The cops are all in position, waiting to make their move. On the other side of the city, PC's Kirby and Gardner are searching for a suspicious car. High-tech traffic cameras constantly monitor all vehicles coming into the city and check the number plates against a police database. Anything suspicious can be passed to a control room and onto a patrol car within 10 seconds. And this car is coming up as possibly stolen.
Through our automatic number plate reader, it's triggered a vehicle on a French number plate, possibly shown as being a lost or stolen. It's unsure at the moment because it's obviously a French registered vehicle, but there's definitely an information report on the vehicle. So as you can see, traffic's quite slow moving, so it's just a case of getting through the traffic, looking for a silver Volkswagen Golf.
A police motorcycle is already on the tail of the suspect car and guides PC Kirby in.
see the police motorcycle just up there. What we're supposed to, we're just going to drop in behind. This is the car in question here. Just going to drop in behind it, and then just around the corner is a better space where we can actually stop the vehicle.
The next moments are crucial. The police sirens are turned off. The driver still has no idea he's being followed.
The things we're looking for now is looking at his behaviour. I'm looking in his rearview mirror, looking to see if he's looking at us. We're hoping that he obviously doesn't make off, but if he does, we're pole positioning for him if he does.
Back at the department store, the City of London's undercover crime squad cops are still tailing the suspected shoplifter. The man's surrounded, but he doesn't know it. One officer is inside the store, 2 others are at the entrance ready to intercept, and a 4th is in the store security office watching the man's every move on CCTV. They saw him pick up an expensive watch, but what they can't tell is what he's done with it. As he leaves the store on crutches, the cops make their move. In an instant, the covert operation is over, and the cops are right in the suspect's face. The man's not happy about being stopped.
This is embarrassing. My wife works around the corner, and it's highly embarrassing. I ain't done anything. How you doing, sir? I'm not doing good at all. I've been stopped. It's embarrassing. My wife works around the corner. It's highly embarrassing, and I ain't done anything.
Right, what I'm going to have to do now is search you under section 1.
Okay.
Okay? So if you want to just stand here where we can be out of the problem.
The man is adamant he's done nothing wrong.
2 people are going to search under section 1 just to see if they've got any prohibited, stolen items, anything going equipped.
Back at the security office, the in-store security guard is reviewing the CCTV to see if he can find out what happened to the missing watch.
Yep, then he takes a walk around the store towards the shoe area, where he then meets up with a female, which they then tried on a number of different shoes around the backyard. And he was out of shot for probably about, say, 4 or 5 minutes.
So far, they've found nothing on the man or his female companion, but suddenly there's news from the department store. They've found the watch in the shoe department.
Did he dump it in?
Yeah, he dumped it in between the shoes. Found a watch outside in between the shoes.
We got called in with a description of the gentleman over the radio and stopped him in the street just outside.
Calm down.
Why are you grabbing me?
Because I'm detaining you, okay? Okay, take those off there.
The man is arrested for attempted theft.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence.
Can you believe this?
If you do not mention, when questioned, something you later rely on in court, anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand? Do you understand, sir? Okay, well, at least I'm going to handcuff you for your safety.
Definitely shows them going in. As soon as he enters, she disperses from him. And although he's got crutches, as soon as he goes to the shoe aisle, he seems to ditch the crutches and seems to be walking completely fine.
The man was later released without charge. Across the city, PC's Kirby and Gardner are still on the tail of a suspicious car. They believe it's been stolen, and they're now right behind it.
What we'll do now is hold the traffic back. We'll look at lighting them up now.
With a police motorcycle on one side and a bus up ahead, the cops are able to block him in.
Try to use the bus to obviously help us block him in.
There's nowhere to go. The cops have no idea who they are dealing with.
You just step out the car, man.
Or what the driver might be hiding.
Lovely. Come out on the pavement. Let's take the keys off you for a second. Lovely. Thank you. Right, is this your customer?
Yeah.
Right, the reason we stopped you is we have cameras around the city and it's flagged up this car maybe it's lost or stolen.
Immediately, the cops' suspicions are roused.
Have you brought this over from France?
The car's number plates are French, but the driver definitely isn't.
Where are you from?
Lithuania.
Did you have your licence with you?
Not on me.
That's obviously not a crime, but he also can't produce any paperwork.
Show me the insurance,
I
please.
got any papers on me.
What name is the insurance in?
Hopefully I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, you're going to prove to me you've got insurance for the vehicle.
The man is driving without insurance, and even he seems unsure who the car belongs to.
You've got ID with you, please. This is your car, though, is it?
Yeah.
Either it is your car or it isn't your car. What's it to be?
It's not my car.
It's not your car.
So whose car is it?
I'm just borrowing from friends.
You just borrowed it?
How long have you had it for?
A couple of hours.
A couple of hours?
He says he borrowed the car from a friend, but he can't contact the friend he borrowed it from.
So you haven't got a phone number for him? So you borrowed his car, but you haven't got his phone number?
Yeah, I give it back. Yeah, phone the whole.
While the cops try to get to the bottom of the driver's story, they give the car a once-over, and they think there's something not quite right.
If you look at the style of number plate there, this is like an embossed plate. And a lot of the newer cars, they actually have what's called like a retroreflective, which is similar to what's on that motorcycle there. Similar to what us British plates have. This is like the older style. It doesn't look right for this type of vehicle. So it may be genuine, but it may not be. They've only just been stuck on. There's something doesn't sit quite right with the vehicle.
At the moment, we don't know that it's your car. How do we know that you've borrowed it? If you can't contact him, do you know your friend's address?
The cops think this man's story just isn't adding up.
Information report shows the vehicle as being possibly stolen abroad and brought into this country. Now, we've exhausted all checks that we can here on the databases that we've got. There's no trace of this vehicle ever been registered with the DVLA. The chap that's driving the vehicle's got no identification with him. So we're looking at the moment, obviously arresting the gentleman.
You don't have to say anything. It may harm your defence. You do not mention when questioned.
The car will be seized and taken away. The driver is arrested and taken back to the station, where he'll have to answer more questions.
Get him now.
After the break, a weapon on the city streets. An alleged vicious assault.
Yeah, if you could let us know ASAP who did it. Was it all four or was it just one?
And a mass brawl ends in bloody violence.
One of the males took the implement and swung across the head.
London, CCTV City. A network of cameras linked to police control covers every square inch of the square mile. Information can be relayed to units on the ground in seconds, and one operator has just seen a potential threat. PC's Laura Aldridge and Kevin Bassant of the Rapid Response Team are racing to the scene.
Yeah, we've got a male at the moment, been seen by Bank Junction, carrying a large iron bar in his hand, a metal bar of some sort. So he's asked for uniform assistance in stopping the male and find out what his intentions are, really.
The cops believe the man is walking through the streets armed with a metal bar. This could be a potentially lethal situation.
7 Street in Lombard Street, can I have location, please?
There's a lorry with a lift to the back who just put the bar down.
Get him now.
PC Bassant is just seconds behind a dog unit that got the same emergency call. As he reaches the suspect, he's already locked down.
You've got anything on you shouldn't have, fella? No.
The cops need to find out what's going on, fast.
No sudden movements, mate, yeah?
You get carried away, you lot, don't you?
But we've been seen with a metal bar, mate. Have you got anything on you shouldn't have?
No.
No? You sure?
Any reason why you'd have the metal bar on you, sir?
Metal bar?
You're on camera, sir. We can follow you on CCTV for about 5 minutes. This is time to be honest. Any reason why you'd have the metal bar on you, sir?
No bar on me.
Listen, mate, my name's PC Bassant, Bishopsgate Police Station, right? At the moment, you're going to be searched under Section 1, all right, for prohibited items. Just relax your arms for me, mate.
The man says he doesn't know anything about the metal bar.
Why you got drunk as fucking tight?
He's reluctant to talk, and police soon discover why.
What'd you get that from, mate?
top of the road.
Up the road?
They found some copper cables, and the cops believe he's stolen them. It may sound strange, but trading in stolen copper is a growing trend.
Whereabouts did you find these, mate?
On top of the road where I found that.
Where, what, on the road, in a skip? Where was it, in a building?
Yeah, top of the road.
What, whereabouts on the road was it?
At the top there, at the top there.
But the metal bar that first alerted the CCTV operators is still missing.
Has he dropped anything else?
They scour the nearby streets. And when they find it, they can see why Control sent out the urgent call.
Oh no!
Oh no, yeah, do you understand the reason why we're a little bit concerned?
Yeah, we
haven't got a gun on nothing, have I?
No one said that.
The man can't see what all the fuss is about, but in the eyes of the cops, he's been seen wandering through the streets carrying a potentially lethal weapon.
Look at that, what does that look like if you're walking along?
Not a gun anyway.
No, but it still would hurt if someone hit you over the head if it was metal, wouldn't you? Agreed?
Yeah, they ain't a gun,
Agreed, well there you go, hence why you've been treated the way you've been, alright?
It's not a gun, is it?
Then it dawns on the officers. The man wasn't going to use the metal bar. They think he was trying to steal that too.
It's obviously metal inside, rubber outing, with some copper wire inside. Once again, they use them to melt down so they can sell at a later time. But anyway, it's quite an heavy object. So we'll find out how we're going to take it further from here. At the moment, mate, you're going to be arrested suspicion of theft of these items. All right, so you do not have to say anything, but it may be defence. Do not mention when questioned, say you later on in court. Anything you do, so maybe giving evidence. Do you understand, mate, yeah?
The man then makes a surprising admission.
I got done this 3 weeks ago, yeah.
You got done for doing this 3 weeks ago?
No, I didn't get done for it. They bailed me, and I got away with it, yeah, 'cause I didn't have no charges, same as you got in the long name.
He's been arrested for stealing building materials before.
Well, it doesn't look any good if you've done the same 3 weeks ago, isn't it? Because that would be
no, about a month ago, yeah.
Haven't learned your lesson from last time, no?
Yeah, I have, yeah, but...
Well, you haven't, have you? Just because you get away with something last time doesn't mean you can get away with this time, does it?
You've got no evidence, you've got nothing.
Well, let's see, shall we?
Yeah.
This man has got some questions to answer back at the station. On the other side of the city, the investigation into the fight at Liverpool Street Station is still in full swing. Earlier on, 8 men were arrested in the aftermath of a mass brawl between rival football fans.
About 15, 20 of them have came storming out with rakes and bottles and glasses.
With the suspects now at the nick, the cops are turning their attention to the scene of the alleged crime.
When police were called, the crowd dispersed. Got the road cordoned off as quick as we can so we can preserve all the evidence and hopefully come to a good conclusion.
As well as searching for forensics, the cops need to find the weapon. Terrified witnesses claim that a scaffolding pole was used in the fight. Cops have trawled through every nearby street and alleyway. And they've found something. It's not a scaffolding pole, but it's potentially even more dangerous.
There was a road sweeper and his cart, which had, as you can see at the back there, I think it's a rake or a hoe. One of the males took the implement, took the weapon, and swung, attempted to swing. I don't know if it actually hit the guy or not, across the head. And as you can see by the broken glass, between the two crowds, a few bottles were thrown about.
At least 4 people have been injured in the fight, and reports of even more victims are still coming in.
There's a gentleman in another pub who was covered in blood. He's trying to clean himself off. That gentleman's been detained at the moment, so he'll be questioned. It was a quick response, and the majority of the time with police work, it is teamwork. And units were on scene, and we got the incident done effectively.
As one investigation comes to a close, another is just beginning. Someone's dialed 999. A cashier at a late-night supermarket claims he's been attacked.
Tesco's Fleet Street. 3 white males, 1 in orange shirt, black jacket, tried to steal goods and have assaulted staff. Gone towards Temple Underground Station.
All available cops are scrambled. PC's Laura Aldridge and Kate Swanson are sent to block them off.
It's been a theft and an assault by 3 white males, all wearing black jackets. One's got an orange shirt. They've left the store and apparently have made off towards Temple.
Another police unit has already stopped 4 men leaving the crime scene.
Detaining you all for a Section 1 search. Match the descriptions of people seen at Tesco's.
Do you understand English?
Come with me. All right, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm searching you now.
They think they might have their culprits, but after a quick search of the man, no stolen goods are found. But that doesn't stop the investigation. PC Aldridge needs more information about the alleged assault.
Yeah, if you could let us know ASAP, if A, the assault take place, and also who did it. Was it all 4 or was it just 1? And if you could do that quite quickly.
The descriptions of the alleged attackers are detailed.
Right, so only 2 were involved, 1 with a green card and 1 with an orange jumper.
But they don't quite match the men held by police.
Bonnie, has he got a card in his jacket, the chap? Green card, is it? He said what he remembered is he had very distinctive white headphones around his neck. Because then it's not, it's white really, is it? Unless you've seen that bit.
As it stands, PC Aldridge doesn't have enough evidence to arrest the man. But her sixth sense is telling her something's not quite right.
Well, basically, we're going to do a street ID. Basically, the shopkeeper will come with us, so he needs to write down exactly what he saw first on a bit of paper, get the shop guard to sign it, say yes, is it, so when he passes, it matches what we've got. So we're going to have to go back to Tesco's now and bring him up here once that's all done. Yeah.
Without detailed descriptions from the supermarket staff, PC Aldridge hasn't got a case. But her job is about to be made easier. The store has its own CCTV.
They haven't found CCTV.
They have?
They've literally just done that.
Right,
so
let me view that, because I'll be able to tell you.
Not only can she work out what happened, but she might be able to ID the alleged attackers herself, while her colleagues still have the suspects on the street.
You got CCTV?
Yeah, that's...
If I can have a look.
The security guard, his face disguised to protect his identity, gives PC Aldridge a running commentary as the action unfolds on the screen.
Yeah, this guy.
How long are they in the shop for?
5-10 minutes, man.
Okay, that's one of them. You can show me the next one.
The guy which is standing over here, no?
Right, is that him, is it?
No, it's his mate, yeah?
She can see the 2 alleged suspects. She can even see the supermarket staff making their 999 call.
Right, that's okay. Yeah, that's all I need. Okay, what I'll just stay there, I'll just pop outside and relay this, all right? Okay, just before I go, who pulled you out?
He was being...
Orange top. He pushed me.
He pushed you. What about the other one?
He also pushed me.
He
Yeah.
also pushed
They
you.
dragged me out.
Right, but the one in the green didn't steal anything, it was one in the orange.
No. Yeah.
Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds, okay?
Yeah.
From the CCTV, PC Aldridge now believes that 2 of the suspects being held by police were involved in the assault and theft.
Yeah, any officer at Fleet Street receiving?
She radios precise descriptions to her colleagues.
Yeah, for 423, miraculously some CCTV appears. The one in the orange jumper, yes, he is the suspect. He did steal items and he was the one that committed the assault. And we've got another chap outstanding, which is not the 4th gentleman. He's wearing a green cardigan, light blue jeans. He's got a grey skinhead, looks a bit older, approximately about 50.
Yeah, he's still here. Jeans are a bit darker, but he's definitely got a zip-up cardi.
If it's green in colour, that's your other suspect. So you've got 2 suspects, one with PC Hesp and the one standing by the lamppost. The other 2 are not involved, they were standing outside the shop. It's quite difficult because the descriptions were quite poor, and it's quite difficult in that situation when you've got an orange t-shirt, then we're saying orange leather jackets, one was wearing black jackets, and it wasn't really anything we could really pin those 4 on. In the end they had CCTV, so if they got CCTV, because I'd been there, I could identify who was stopped up there and I was able to ring the officer on the scene and say who was involved, which saves the time of doing an ID parade. Hopefully it's got 2 people arrested for assaulting these 2 chaps.
After the break, a taxi driver gets taken for a ride.
Problem is you haven't paid it, so mind your language, yeah? No need for that language, is there?
And the worst place to get caught short.
Just urinated up the side of a police station.
Saturday night in the City of London. PC Abdus of the Rapid Response Team is racing to a call.
driver's refusing to stop as he believes that they're going to run away.
The driver of a black cab has dialed 999.
The passengers in the cab are trying to get out without payment. They've started to kick the cab. Apparently the cab driver is still on the move, so we don't know his exact location, but I believe he's in the vicinity of Tower Bridge.
The cab driver has pulled over and is waiting for the cops. It appears that some revellers wanted a free ride home.
You all right? What happened?
I picked up these 2 people.
2?
Yeah, well, 4 people. I stopped for them to get a drink, all right? And now they're coming in here. I stopped over there, they don't want to pay me. And they start to be aggressive.
He claims the passengers became abusive, so he locked them in his cab and called the law. As they talk, PC Shahid spots one of the passengers escaping through the window.
Yeah, I said, how many times did I say to you? I said that so many times.
Swearing and shouting. That's what you did.
Okay.
She might be dressed like a princess, but she swears like a trooper.
Okay, I said to you I'd pay for your fucking taxi.
Well, no need to use that language, is there?
This kind of language what I had.
What do you have to use the word? Yeah, there's no need, is it?
Yeah, because...
What? What's the need for that?
What is the problem?
Problem is you haven't paid it.
But it's not just about verbal abuse. The cab driver has another allegation.
I'm not talking you, says
and you tried to piss inside as well.
No, oh my God.
Was anybody urinating in your
swear
car?
to God, man.
I don't know.
The only reason why I said that is
Stop pointing,
right
yeah? It's not very good. Calm down and let's talk about it and find out what's sort of...
calm down?
Well, because we're talking to the police, we're trying to establish what happened.
Yeah, I understand that, but we've...
The girl certainly hasn't spent a penny on the cab yet, and she says she didn't spend it in the cab either.
Yeah, that's what
I'm desperate for a toilet.
In fact, she needs to go now.
Once we resolved it, you can do what you like. Unless that fare is paid, unfortunately, you can't leave. Oh, what this situation at the moment, we've got a cab driver who's claiming he's got a passenger in the vehicle. They've taken him to a different locations, and at the moment refusing to pay. It's an allegation that one of them may have urinated in the cab. But we're just trying to establish if that is the fact. And if that isn't the fact, then it's to pay, then we can let them go. If they're not, then we'll have to get them for making off without payment. Where are you going to go?
The girl is becoming increasingly desperate for the loo. But PC Shahid won't let her go until she pays the cab fare.
Sorry. Look, we're trying to sort it out. Once the money's sorted, everything's done, you could do what you like. As I said, you're free to go. At the moment, we've got an allegation of possible theft. What?
I'm out of the taxi.
Yeah, you was in there, wasn't you? You had a service, that service is not free.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah, if I wasn't arrested...
Please, can you just come
No, it doesn't work like that.
Oh my God, so I'm going to wee myself right
Unfortunately, we can't help that because when you came out, you're 18 years and over, you're responsible for your own actions. Now, you've been in the cab, you're responsible for paying for that cab driver. You've obtained a service, as far as I'm concerned, you need to pay him.
With the police present, the cab driver unlocks the car and lets the other passengers out. Another woman and 2 male companions. But they don't seem keen on paying for the cab fare either.
Are you alright, darling?
At the end of the day, look, we're trying to do you a favour, right? Oh, we can nick you now.
Their evening is about to get much worse.
Right, I'm arresting you, Section 5 public order.
It seems the second girl attended the same finishing school as the first.
Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
For what?
For saying fuck you
For
3,
saying
4
fuck
times.
you, whatever.
There you go.
Begging her mate to go to the toilet. She's bursting for a toilet, mate.
But even with one of their party arrested, the men still don't want to pay the driver.
That's it, that's really...
We're not paying it. We're not paying it.
Well, then we'll have to bring him for making off that payment.
I don't want to get arrested.
Arrest it, let's do it.
Can you take me? Okay, can you take me to the
You're
and I'll pay?
To break the deadlock, police offer to drive the girl to a cash point. But some people just never know when to stop.
Don't pay the money. They got no evidence, mate. They got no evidence. Why are you getting in there? For what?
Max,
For
you
what?
want to nick him because I've already got...
And this lad now gets himself arrested too. The taxi driver eventually gets his money.
He's hanging out.
2 of his passengers get a free ride to the police station. The other 2 have to walk home.
See you later.
Across the city, another drunken reveller is about to come face to face with the cops. PC's Brockwell and Morris spot someone who also seemingly couldn't wait to find a toilet. But in his drunken stupor, he's managed to choose the worst possible place to relieve himself.
Just urinated up the side of a police station.
Oh, you're kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. Would you appreciate it if somebody urinated over your front wall?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Is there a reason why you felt the need to do it in public?
Well, the fact that I need to have a wee and I'll be intoxicated. So
Urinating in a public place is a criminal offence.
I agree with that.
You realise you can be issued a penalty notice for that?
I did not realise.
It's a little bit of an expensive calling, isn't it?
But PC Brockwell decides a practical punishment is more appropriate.
So let's get yourself to clear it up then, yes?
That'd be better than having a fine.
Yeah, if you make your way back up to the police station with my colleague, and I will get some equipment for you to clean.
Lovely. There we go. I'll see you later, lads. You go back. I'll see you in a bit.
A clearly amused WPC spells out the error of his ways.
You couldn't have picked a worse place to go, really.
I have, clearly.
See the big blue police lights?
Yeah, well, now I do. I wasn't really looking at that.
But it gets worse. Not only did he urinate against a police station, he did it right under the inspector's window.
That's the inspector's office there you've weed against.
Just scrub, give it a scrub.
It's a lesson this man won't forget in a hurry.
Just spotted a male urinating next to the police station. He's walked off down the street. We brought him back to where he urinated. Darren's got something for him to clear it up, and he's cleared his mess up, and now he's on his way.
Brit Cops, Law and Disorder, taking you to the front line in the battle against crime. Hunting fugitives. Catching con men.
We believe they're targeting victims in banks.
Cracking down on drugs.
You take any drugs at all? Smoke a bit of cannabis, yeah.
Our cameras capture all the action as these cops capture the criminals.
Yeah, 620 active message, male's running away.